Hello. Thanks for taking the time to click on this video and watch this. I hope wherever you are, you're doing amazing. I hope all the best wishes and the abundance in the universe is coming your way. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I love to talk about. The animals on this planet. The wonderful creatures and life forms that inhabit this earth and coexist with the humans, the Homo sapiens, the so-called apex species on the planet. You know, humans have placed ourselves on this pedestal above all other creatures. And it's not correct. All of us need to live together, to share and inhabit this planet as one connected sphere, one biosphere. But for some strange reasons, because of encephalization of the brain, swelling of the mind, we think that we're so advanced, so much better than these animals. When every scientific creation, every piece of literature, everything that humans have ever created only benefit humans themselves at the expense of all other life forms surrounding them. This is a selfish way to exist. And hypothetically, if there was an entire universe of other creatures and aliens in existence, they would look at humans and say, since you can't get along with own life forms on your little planet, how could you ever exist in a universe filled with multitude of other life forms? Now that's just hypothetical and science fiction. And in this day and age, a lot of us like to watch science fiction TV shows, science fiction movies. And a lot of these science fiction concepts, they're brilliant. A lot of the things we see on sci-fi shows have become reality. Years and years ago in the past, in the old Star Trek shows, they had little flip devices. They'd flip them open, call up to their ship. And people watching that show were like, that's incredible. You could never have a phone that tiny where you just talk into it and contact somebody. Nowadays, we don't even think twice about our smartphones. They're more than communication devices. They're every question we ever want to answer at the tip of our fingertips. They're entertainment. They're little video games, movies, pay all our bills with 2 or 3 clicks. But science fiction has always been progressive in putting forth ideas which become reality. Well, one of the concepts in the Star Trek shows was actually all the animals of Earth no longer being enslaved as food sources. And there's an episode where one of the members of the Star Trek crew was asked by these aliens, the aliens ask him, well, we saw you eating something that appeared to be meat. And the Starfleet member turned and looked at the alien, they said, no. What you saw was something that looked like meat, but it was actually made from our replicators. And he said, we no longer enslave living species to use them as food sources. And these are all science fiction concepts of a future reality where animals are no longer enslaved and used for food products. Basically, at this point in time, with everything that's known about veganism and about what animal agriculture does to our planet, it's very illogical to continue to eat meat. Now, I've said this before in my videos, and I'll say it time and time again. Humans are primates. We're not made to digest meat. So when we eat the saturated fat and cholesterol only found in meat, which does not exist in any plants, we clog our arteries and have heart attacks. The #1 killer of humans on this earth. It's very important that we change our behaviors and our lifestyle. You know, if we remove meat from our diet as a species and we continue to evolve, the longevity in our lives will increase significantly. We'll begin to live longer and longer. And there's a misconception. A lot of times these days I see when people on social media posts and networks talk about veganism or people that are vegan, a lot of meat eaters have a very derogatory approach and comments towards these vegans. They see them as weak and passive, and they call them soy boys, and they make fun of them, and they say, oh, you're scrawny, you don't eat meat, and oh, that's cowardice, that's weak. That's completely wrong. In the scope of the universe and everything that exists, standing up for innocent life forms is the strongest, most courageous thing you can do. You want to know what cowardice is? Cowardice is hiding out in the bushes and shooting an innocent life form that has no defense or weaponry to fight back against you. That is cowardice. You want to know what cowardice is? You want to know what weak is? Weak is people who go to their grocery stores and consume meat and contribute to the suffering of these life forms. These crying baby calves being taken from their mothers so you can eat your cheese and your dairy. That is cowardice. That is weakness. And no matter if you want to make fun of that concept or put it down, it doesn't matter. In a universal scale of everything in existence, by contributing to animal agriculture, you're taking the wrong side of history. When time on this planet moves towards a future as we've envisioned in our science fiction concepts and meat is no longer eaten, the people that stood up for these voiceless, defenseless, helpless, innocent life forms will be remembered as the heroes in the new utopia of tomorrow. People who stood up for these life forms will be remembered in the history books with the same prestige, the same honor as we currently honor our civil rights leaders, as we currently honor people that have stood up for disenfranchised people and humans. People that stand up for these animal life forms will be immortalized in the archives of righteousness. And you know there's gonna be somebody out there like, ooh, that's heavy. Preach on, brother, preach on. Yeah, why not? Because people that put down these causes, they think it's funny and make jokes about it and insult it, and they call vegans weak and passive and stupid. That's the wrong mental mindset. There's nothing weak about standing up for life forms. And you want to know how strong? You want to know where inspiration can come for strength and power? Well, being a vegan myself and a plant-based person, I see all life as equal. So when I see people contributing, going to the store and buying meat, I see them as part of the slaughter. I see them as individuals contributing to the murder of innocent life forms. Why would you want to be on the side of history that is completely wrong? And you know what? If you are human, you are a primate. You shouldn't even be eating meat in the first place. All it's going to lead to is heart attacks. It's ridiculous. You know, when I wrote my books, I took a lot of these inspiration and these concepts into my mind. And what I did is I created the most extreme idea of what veganism could become if it went to the far, far reaches. And what I found is, in writing these books, that it is horrible and disgusting what this planet does to other life forms. They hurt these other life forms at the detriment of their own health. There's better ways to live. Be a champion. Be a champion for the voiceless animals. And in return, you'll be gifted perfect health. Cholesterol levels, perfect. Blood pressure, perfect. It's a wonderful lifestyle. Research a plant-based lifestyle. Research veganism and do it right. And you can do it for your entire life, strong and healthy. Wherever you are out there, I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're doing wonderful. And I hope you can take some time to think, some time to feel in your heart what is right in this universe. And as you reach the higher levels of enlightenment, as you become more exposed to what this universal energy is, which can be powerful and flow through all of us, you'll come to the realization all life forms are equal. It doesn't matter what shell and package we reside in. I'm not saying that all sentient life, all biological life is identical, because each life form is extremely different. Our brains are different, our instincts are different, our capacity to learn, to love, to teach, our capacity to coexist with the universe around us and the world we live in is all completely different. But the essence, the life inside us, each one of us, is identical. It's identical to the life force that's in your dog. It's identical to the life force to every pig that is currently trapped, encaged in animal agriculture. The life force in you is the same life force in the baby kitten, which you love so much and cherish. It's the same life force which is in that cow that's about to have its throat cut so you can eat your steak, which clogs your heart, leads to high blood pressure, and lowers your life expectancy. Make the connection. Break the chains of ignorance and hatred and elevate to the higher levels of this existence. Life can be amazing. Life can be wonderful. Open your eyes to the lies and delusions that all these huge companies are making profit on exploitation and murder of other life forms. Fight back with your dollar. Refuse to be a part of that hatred. Refuse to be a part of that ignorance. And your life will get better, better than you can ever imagine. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I hope you're doing wonderful, and I hope you're making the best choices you can in your existence to make yourself and this world a better place. Take care. Best wishes.